Father in heaven, I need some help here. Because me, this jackwagon, I'm just an asshole to most people, and I really don't want to do that anymore. I never thought I was until I got divorced. I thought everybody liked me.
Sister Wives, Kody's shocking apology, full breakdown wait. Did Kody Brown just call himself a jackwagon? After years of drama, manipulation, and family destruction, the man finally admits he was wrong. Or does he? Because what happened next with Janelle will blow your mind. Stick around because this apology might be the worst attempt at reconciliation in Sister Wives history, and I've got all the receipts. Welcome back to the channel, Sister Wives Fanatics. If you're obsessed with the Brown family drama like I am, you are in for an absolute treat today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we're diving deep into one of the most jaw-dropping moments of the season. Kody Brown, the man who has blamed everyone but himself for the destruction of his plural marriage, finally tries to apologize. And let me tell you, it goes exactly as badly as you'd expect. Today we're breaking down every single moment of Kody's attempt at making amends with Janelle. Why his choice of words tells us everything we need to know about where his head is really at, and why Janelle's response proves she's the strongest woman in this entire family. This is going to be good. So grab your snacks and let's get into it. Kody's pattern of blame before we get into the apology itself. We need to talk about the context because this didn't happen in a vacuum. For years, we've watched Kody Brown point fingers at everyone around him. Christine left? Her fault for being too independent. Meri struggling? She's not trying hard enough. Janelle's pulling away. She's turning the kids against him. The man has created an entire narrative where he is the victim of his wife's choices, rather than taking accountability for his role in systematically destroying 4 relationships. He's blamed the pandemic, he's blamed Christine's poison, he's blamed the kids for not respecting him, and he's even blamed his wives for not fighting hard enough for the marriage. So when Kody finally decides to offer something resembling an apology, you can understand why the Sister Wives community collectively held its breath. Was this going to be genuine? Was this going to be the breakthrough moment we'd all been waiting for? Or was this going to be another masterclass in narcissistic non-apology? Spoiler alert, it was definitely the latter. The jackwagon moment, breaking down Kody's words, let's talk about the moment that's going to live in Sister Wives infamy forever. Kody, sitting there with his carefully styled hair and his defensive body language, looks at Janelle and says he's been a jackwagon. A jackwagon, people. Not I've been hurtful. Not I've been a terrible husband. Not I've failed you and our children. A jackwagon. Now, for those who might not know, jackwagon is essentially a cutesy, sanitized way of calling yourself a jerk without actually using harsh language. It's the kind of word you'd use when you're trying to acknowledge fault without truly taking responsibility. It's self-deprecating humor masquerading as accountability. And that's the problem right there. This isn't an apology. This is Kody attempting to use humor and minimization to gloss over years of emotional abuse, neglect, favoritism, and gaslighting. By choosing a silly, almost childish term like jackwagon, he's essentially saying, oopsie, I made some hoopsies. When what he should be saying is, I systematically destroyed our family through my selfish choices, and I take full responsibility. The choice of this word tells us everything about Kody's mindset. He still doesn't get it. He still doesn't understand the depth of pain he's caused. And most importantly, he's still trying to control the narrative by making himself seem like a lovable goof who made some mistakes, rather than a man who chose one wife over 3 others and expected everyone to just accept it. Janelle's response, a masterclass in boundaries. Now here's where things get really interesting and why Janelle continues to be my absolute favorite in this entire saga. Because unlike Meri, who has spent years accepting crumbs and begging for Kody's attention, Janelle doesn't let him off the hook for one single second. When Kody delivers his jackwagon non-apology, Janelle's face says it all. There's no smile, no relief, no gratitude for this supposed olive branch. Instead, there's something we've been seeing more and more from Janelle over the past few seasons: clarity. Janelle has done the work. She's been to therapy, she's established boundaries, she's reconnected with her children, and most importantly, she's learned to see through Kody's manipulation tactics. So when he tries to smooth things over with a cute little self-deprecating term and a half-hearted acknowledgement of fault, she doesn't buy it for a second. Her response is measured, calm, and absolutely devastating. She essentially calls out the fact that his apology is surface level, that it doesn't address the real issues, and that she's not interested in playing the game anymore. She's not mean about it, she's not emotional, she's just done. And honestly, that's the most powerful response she could have given. What we're witnessing here is a woman who has finally realized that she doesn't need Kody's validation, she doesn't need his approval, and she certainly doesn't need his performative attempts at reconciliation. Janelle has moved on emotionally, and Kody's Jackwagon moment just reinforces why that was the right decision. The deeper issues. What Kody's apology reveals lets dig deeper into why this apology attempt is so problematic. When someone genuinely apologizes, there are certain components that need to be present. A real apology includes acknowledgement of specific harm, taking responsibility without excuses, expressing genuine remorse, and offering to make amends. Kody's apology contains exactly none of these elements. Let's break it down. Acknowledgement of specific harm. Kody doesn't detail what he's actually apologizing for. Being a jackwagon is vague and meaningless. Is he apologizing for choosing Robyn over his other wives? For neglecting his children? For gaslighting Janelle about her feelings? For destroying the family's financial stability? We don't know because he doesn't say. Taking responsibility. By using a humorous term, Kody is actually deflecting responsibility. He's making light of serious issues and expecting that self-deprecation will earn him points without actually having to face the consequences of his actions. Genuine remorse. There's no indication that Kody actually feels bad about his behavior. In fact, throughout this season and previous ones, he's shown repeatedly that he believes he was justified in his choices. An apology without remorse is just words. Making amends. Kody offers no plan for how he's going to change his behavior, repair relationships, or do better in the future. It's just, hey, I was a jackwagon, so we're good now, right? This is what therapists call a non-apology. It's designed to make the person apologizing feel better and to manipulate the other person into letting go of legitimate grievances without actually addressing them. The Robyn factor. The elephant in the room, we can't discuss Kody's failed apology without talking about Robyn, because she's at the center of why Kody's relationships with his other wives fell apart. Throughout this entire saga, Kody has shown blatant favoritism toward Robyn while expecting his other wives to just accept being treated as second-class partners. The problem with Kody's Jackwagon apology is that it doesn't acknowledge this favoritism at all. He's trying to apologize for being generally difficult while completely ignoring the elephant in the room. He chose Robyn, and everyone knows it. Janelle knows that any apology that doesn't address Robyn's role in the family dynamics is completely hollow. She's watched Kody spend the majority of his time at Robyn's house. She's seen him prioritize Robyn's feelings over everyone else's. She's witnessed him enforce strict COVID protocols with her family while being lenient with Robyn's. So when Kody shows up with his jackwagon comment, he's essentially asking Janelle to accept an apology that pretends the biggest issue doesn't exist. And Janelle is way too smart for that. The kid's perspective. Why this matters, one aspect that makes this situation even more heartbreaking is the impact on the children. Kody's relationship with many of his kids has deteriorated significantly, and his refusal to take real accountability plays a huge role in that. When Janelle refuses to accept Kody's superficial apology, she's not just standing up for herself. She's standing up for her children who have felt abandoned, neglected, and rejected by their father. She's showing them what healthy boundaries look like, and that it's okay to demand real accountability from people who have hurt you. Gabriel, Garrison, Savannah, Logan, Hunter, and Janelle's other children have all been affected by Kody's choices. They've watched their father choose another family over theirs. They've dealt with his anger when they didn't follow his arbitrary rules. They've experienced his emotional absence firsthand. For Janelle to let Kody off easy with a jackwagon non-apology would be a betrayal of her children's experiences. Instead, by holding firm, she's validating their feelings and showing them that they deserve better from their father. Comparing apologies. Kody versus the wives, it's fascinating to compare how Kody handles apologies versus how his wives have handled their own mistakes. When Christine, Janelle, or Meri have made mistakes, they've generally taken full accountability, express genuine remorse, and work to make changes. But Kody? He uses terms like jackwagon, makes jokes, deflects blame, and then gets frustrated when people don't immediately forgive him. This double standard has been present throughout the entire series, but it's never been more obvious than in this moment. The wives have been expected to apologize for everything from having feelings to wanting attention to expressing hurt. Meanwhile, Kody can systematically destroy his family and thinks calling himself a silly name is sufficient penance. This isn't just about one apology. It's about a pattern of behavior that shows Kody fundamentally doesn't understand what accountability means or why it matters. What this means for the future. So where does this leave us? Janelle's refusal to accept Kody's non-apology is a clear signal that reconciliation isn't on the table. She's not interested in going back to a marriage where she's treated as less than, where her feelings don't matter, and where superficial apologies are supposed to fix deep wounds. This moment is significant because it shows that Janelle has completed her emotional journey away from Kody. She's not angry, she's not desperate for his approval, she's just free. And that's exactly what Kody can't handle. For Kody, this failed apology attempt means he's running out of options. Christine is gone and thriving. Janelle is emotionally done. Meri is hanging on by a thread, but even she seems to be waking up. His plural marriage is effectively over, and his inability to take genuine accountability has ensured there's no path back. The Jackwagon moment will go down as the perfect encapsulation of Kody's approach to his failed marriages. Minimize, deflect, use humor to avoid real confrontation, and expect everyone to just move on without him actually changing anything. The broader message: accountability in relationships beyond the sister-wives drama. This situation teaches us important lessons about relationships and accountability. Whether you're in a monogamous marriage, a plural marriage, or any other type of relationship, genuine apologies are crucial for maintaining trust and connection. When someone hurts you, you deserve more than a cute word and a shrug. You deserve acknowledgement of the specific ways you were harmed. You deserve to know that the other person understands why their actions were wrong. You deserve to see evidence that they're committed to changing their behavior. Janelle's response shows us that it's okay to reject inadequate apologies. It's okay to maintain boundaries even when someone is making an effort, if that effort isn't genuine. It's okay to prioritize your own healing over someone else's desire for easy forgiveness. Why we can't stop watching the reason this moment has captured so much attention is because it perfectly crystallizes everything that's been wrong with Kody's approach to his family. After years of watching him blame everyone else, seeing him attempt an apology and fail so spectacularly is both satisfying and sad. It's satisfying because Janelle doesn't let him get away with it. She holds her ground and refuses to accept something that doesn't meet the moment. It's sad because it confirms what we all already knew. Kody isn't going to change. He doesn't think he needs to. And that means the family we've watched for over a decade is truly finished. The Jackwagon apology will be remembered as the moment Kody showed us exactly who he is, and Janelle showed us she's not accepting anything less than genuine accountability. It's a powerful reminder that we teach people how to treat us, and that sometimes the most loving thing we can do for ourselves is to say that's not good enough and walk away. All right, Sister Wives fans, that's my complete breakdown of Kody's disastrous apology attempt and Janelle's perfect response. What did you think about this moment? Do you think Kody genuinely doesn't understand why his apology fell flat? Or is he deliberately being manipulative? And most importantly, are you Team Janelle on this one? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I want to hear all your opinions on this. And if you love this deep dive, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another Sister Wives breakdown. We've got so much more drama to cover this season, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Share this video with your Sister Wives obsessed friends because everyone needs to see this analysis. And remember, whether you're Team Christine, Team Janelle, Team Meri, or even Team Robyn, we can all agree that authentic apologies matter and that calling yourself a jackwagon doesn't cut it when you've hurt the people who loved you most. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be breaking down even more Sister Wives chaos. Until then, stay strong like Janelle, demand better like Christine, and never settle for jackwagon apologies from anyone in your life. Peace out.